Hi everyone, Wendy Spanish Crafter. I'm on today to show you this gorgeous kit from Cara Brandon Creations. If you are a follower of mine on my blog or my Facebook page, you will know that I have been accepted onto Cara's new design team, which I'm so pleased about. And this is the kit that she has given us all to work with this month of June. And it will be really interesting to see what creations everyone comes up with, because we've all been given the same kit. So this is quite novel for me, and it is a gorgeous sort of farmyard fruit kit. I will go through it with you. There is 8 pages, 5 background pages, 1 layer tag page, a journal card page, 2 large tag pages, 1 small tag, a pocket and 1 ephemera page. So I'll do a quick flip through, and then I've got some ideas of what I'm going to make, but I shall stop the camera and then join on the video at the end of what I've made. So this is 1 page. There's so much detail in it, and it's a bit shabby chic as well as sort of farmyard. And there's some lovely images of the animals and the hens, cockerels, yet you've still got the fruits and vegetables, butterflies, sort of a shabby chic feel in the writing. So I've got an idea of what to do, but you'll have to bear with me because I think it might take me a little while to make it. I just love the blue of these flowers. So they're the pages, and then we're going to come, these are the background pages, one with pears and sunflowers, cockerels, all muted colours, fruit and veg, and this is the layered tag, which is beautiful. So you get the back of the tag, and then like 2 little pockets that you can make 2 pockets, and then ephemera to stick on. Journal cards, large tags again with the cow, the sheep, the pig and the cockerel, and then a page of smaller tags, the same as the other one but smaller sizes. Then you've got 2 pockets, and then general ephemera. So I shall get cracking on these. Underneath there it's just extra pages I printed, and again printer was running out of ink, so I'll utilise those for something. Anyway, I shall do my make and get back with you. See you soon. Right, I'm back with my idea that I think might work. So I'm doing a flippy floppy notebook, and I've cut the borders off the papers, or most of them. So I've made the signature but not sewn it in yet, so I've alternated between a sheet from the kit and some stained paper, and I will stencil all these to get rid of the whiteness. So that's the signature. Then I have 2 pieces of A4 craft card, and I've folded them. One's folded directly in half there, and this one I've put a bit of a gusset on, so that will have enough room to hook over the signature. And then where they are joined on the back, I'm going to leave open for a pocket. So I'll make a big tag with some of the paper as well. But also I wanted some flips with envelopes, so I've not glued anything in. I've cut the papers ready, and I've put the envelopes where I think I'm going to put them. So that's all ready to glue in. Signatures ready to sew in. An envelope there, and an envelope on this one, and this will be the front. So I will just use a piece of either seam binding or ribbon of some sort to tie round to close, I'm going to decorate all the envelope fronts with some papers from the kit, something like this. I will stain all the edges or ink all the edges, but I wanted this sheet as my front piece, so that is going to be the front, just with an envelope over the top. And then the ephemera, the journal cards, etc., I shall all cut out and use either in the envelopes or the front of the envelopes, and maybe put a couple in the notebook. So I'm going to start gluing this, stenciling and decorating the envelopes up. I'm just stenciling up some of the pages, then it's not plain white underneath, so when you turn the page there's just a little bit of sort of texture to see instead of a blank page. I'll just do this very quickly. There's no don't get the same pressure all the time, and it works out very, very random. So I'm just putting the signature together for the notebook. So I've used what pages I had left that were printed, and I've done an alternate printed page and these are ink cartridge stained. They didn't turn out very, very dark this time, so there didn't seem to be as much ink coming out of them as there has been in previous times. So they're very pale, but you get a nice texture of the paper once they've been wet. So I'll just do a flip through of the pages, make sure I've got them the right way as well. So this is going to be the outside cover, and then there's a stained dyed page, then a printed page, and a dyed page and a printed one. Make sure that they're all the right way up. There's nothing worse sewing a signature in and finding that you've got one upside down. Yeah, that's the right way. And that one's coffee dyed, that's a bit deeper colour. And this is the centre spread, which was upside down. So they can all be sewn in now. And I think they're all even. Yeah, they're quite even at the sides and the top. So I shall stitch those in, and I've glued all the folder together. So I've done a flippy. So I'm sewing the signature in here, and I've cut the pages to set the papers to size, and before I've glued them in I've put an envelope flap underneath, so that flips out, and I've embellished this one already with a bit of cheesecloth and some of the ephemera from the kit, and on this little label I've just stuck some punch flowers with a pearl, and I will decorate these shortly. So that's the centre spread, and then the signature will be going in there, and that folds over with another envelope. With the strips of paper I've just stuck on the inside of the envelope just to use them up, and then this is going to be the front cover with another envelope there, and then I shall tie it all together with some seam binding probably. So I'm just going to sew the signature in and I'll be back. Okay, I've sewn the signature in, and I'm on to just using up the last bits of the ephemera and decorating all the envelopes up. So that's the signature in, and I've stuck one of the pockets on the front, inside front page, with one of the journaling cards, and the little label tags that's in the kit I've just folded and used as a tab on the top of the journal card, and I've done the same on the inside of the back page. So that's those two pockets and journal cards used up. In the centre here of this gorgeous page, I don't want to cover the pattern up, but I was just wondering whether to put some of my little concertina mini books in. So I've got a few ready here. They're all unlaminated. So I could use some of the strips of paper that are left over. I've sewn round some of the tags, the large tags, and put some cloth on for a tab. So I'll slot those in some of the pockets after. So what I will do, I think, is use some of this paper to hold the concertina books. So I can't use those books. Let's have a look what else we've got. There's some mini books, and these are some concertina books. Actually, those might work out, because that colour on that one matches the colour on the butterfly there. There's a couple there that would do. Or we could use all the same with the spotty paper and the same butterfly. So would that work? Just put a couple there and one on there, and they just slide out of there, and you've got some more journal space. You'll have to excuse my voice today. I've got a bit of a sore throat. It started yesterday, so I've been gargling with salt water. Does that look okay? I think it will be fine. So I'll just glue that belly band in and stick that one next to the butterfly there. Make sure it's not stuck to the paper. I do tend to go a bit quiet when I'm working, so you'll have to excuse me if I do. I do it without even thinking. I try to keep talking, but right, that's fine. Yeah, they look quite pretty. Now I need something to put on the twine that's left over. Keep that bit for another project. I could just punch out some circles of this paper. If I get a cockerel, it's very faint cockerel on the print. Let's just see if I can actually get one in the middle. There's one. I'm going to need 4. No, I won't. I'll just do 2 and glue the twine in between. Just put the ends in and then stick the other one on top. See which way the cockerel's sitting on there. Make sure they're both the same way. That one. Near enough. So that will house the ends of the twine, and that can be used as a little page mark as well. Okay, like that. So that's the signature done. I'm not going to embellish the pages. I might just stick an odd piece of ephemera onto, see what I've got left here. There's some butterflies. I've fussy cut some of the sunflowers out. Another little journal card there. Oh, I know what we will stick on 2 of the pages. These stacked animals. I'll put one on that page. I will use one of these, I think, to stick on the tag. A large tag I've made to go in the pocket. There. Yeah, at the back here, when I was gluing the craft card together, I've made a pocket with a tag, a double tag there. So we could stick one of those on there as well. Yeah. Ties it all in together. So there's lots of journal space and writing space. So they are just so cute. Other people would call cows and sheep cute, but I think they look nice. So that tag just sits in the back there. Yeah. In fact, I'll just leave that out, make sure it's dry. So I need to decorate the envelopes up now. So I thought of some of them putting a piece of lace over the bottom. I don't want to add too much bulk to the folio, otherwise it'll be a bit of a pain folding up and keeping shut. That's one. I've got another one on the front. In fact, I think I'll put lace on them all if I can find some more of this lace. Just bear with me 1 minute. There it is. Yeah, the same one. There's a big bundle. So that will tie it all in if I use the same lace on each envelope. So I'll go ahead and do that. Right, where's the other ones? See, it is already getting a bit bulky, so it should be all right once I get the seam binding to tie it all together. I buy my seam binding from Crafty Ribbons in the UK. They do still post over to Spain. Okay, have we got another envelope somewhere? I thought there was 4. Oh, I've already decorated that one, so I'll not bother putting any more bulk on that one. So I need something now to... Oh, that's all falling apart. I'll just cut a chunk of that off to keep in my tin. I keep a tin with all my offcuts there, all bits. And then it's easy to just pull that onto my desk when I'm decorating up stuff like this. What else can we put on? Let's see what ephemera we've got left here. That's a journal card. So that's a piece of ephemera that could go on a book page to use as a little tuck spot. So I'll just ink up the edges. Yeah, just use that as a corner tuck. There. And what else have we got left? I want something on the front of this without adding too much bulk. I think we'll use that butterfly. I can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with using this kit. I'll use some of the ephemera on the envelopes as well, I think. I'll on the back, so the opening side. Spread the glue out with all these spiky bits. I think it's nice seeing all the coffee dye on the envelope. So that's one. Do we need anything else on there? There's a cockerel left over. I could just fussy cut round these ones actually very quickly. And then we can use these either on one of the pages or on one of the envelopes. As you might be able to hear now, the traffic going past, it's raining again. We've had so much rain this last month and beginning of June. It's just, I've never known a month like it. Usually May is just so lovely. Not too hot, but we've had an awful lot of rain. And we had a terrible thunderstorm. I think it was last Saturday. Right, that will do. Right, where should we stick him? Just down there, I think. Let's just ink up the edges, then he stands out a little bit. I was talking to Sharon Kinsley last night. She was out with her partner and they came and joined us for a drink, and she'd just been to buy some bits to start her design team project as well. So it'll be interesting to see what we all do. Right, I don't think I'll bother putting anything else on the front of that one. So let's see. We could stick him on there, or we could put a label on. Please leave me a comment and tell me how you work, whether you plan out before you stick down or whether you work like me and just decide at the time where everything's going to go. I do a certain amount of planning, but then some of the ephemera like this, I just decide as I'm actually doing it. Plan the pages out and then just work with the stuff and just stick it down. Let's just move that over, then you can see. Oops. Just put a bit of cheesecloth down there, I think. That won't add too much bulk. Wrinkle it up a bit. Then glue this one down on there. So I'm just going to carry on doing this, use all the ephemera, and then I will come back to you. Okay, I think I've just about finished it now. So here is the final flip through. I have chosen some gingham ribbon from Crafty Ribbons because I thought it went with some of the tags in the kit. So that just, it's not attached at all, it just simply ties on. And I've held this envelope closed with one of my dangle paper clips that I just love making. So it's just got Grateful For on there. So this is the first flip. Just simple lace on there. That just needs a little dab more glue on the end. Just get that on while I think about it. And then I've put a journal card in each envelope. And I put a little material tab on, and if there was any bits of ephemera left, I just stuck that on that one. With the envelopes, before I stuck them under the paper, I did put some micropore tape on the fold, and then that just gives the envelope a little bit more strength. So that just slots in there. And I've used every single piece of the kit. All the odd bits of ephemera I've glued on the envelope. So that's the first envelope. This is the second envelope, again with lace. Fussy cut one of the sunflowers, piece of ephemera there, and again just a plain journal card on that one. And to decorate the envelope up, I've put some cheesecloth and one of the tickets. Here I've just made a little corner tuck with a spare piece of paper that was left, just folded it over, stuck on a parchment pearl flower, and the journal cards there just slot into that pocket. Onto envelope number 3 with the butterfly and one of the cockerels, lace again, just a plain journal card in that one, and one of the sunflowers. Left that sheet plain because it was such a sweet image with the cockerel in the wheelbarrow. Envelope number 4, this is the one I showed you earlier in the video. Now with the layered tag, I didn't actually use it as a tag, I used it as on one side of the journal card, and I think I will put a tag in there, but one of the smaller ones. Okay, so that just slots in there. And then onto the book or notebook, one of the pockets there with tag and journal card. I put one of my clusters on here because I thought the spotty feather went with the theme with the cockerels and the spots on these tags. So I've made a pocket with a spare piece of paper, put the cluster on, and I thought that looked nice hanging out the bottom of the book. Now, like I said before, I've not decorated many of these pages up, just made a little corner spot there, glued on some of the ephemera which I showed earlier, and that's it till we get to the center, which I showed you earlier. And then I've made another pocket with my last piece of paper and tuck the tags in there. On this piece, just cut 2 of the butterflies to hide the edges of the lace and 2 of the tags. I have machine stitched around all the tags just to give them a bit of strength, because I did glue the tag onto some dyed paper, so that just holds them together a bit more. And the final pocket on the back page of the book. And that is it, completely finished. I'm very happy with it. I hope Cara likes it. And it all just folds together, folds over, put my paper clip on to hold that envelope closed, and tie together with the gingham ribbon. And all done. So I'm happy with that. I loved working with this kit. I shall put the links below to Cara's shop and the Facebook pages, and I shall see you next time. Bye.